good.
Video I thought I'd never make it to. Time to clean Glock. This Glock empty. My video was gonna be the range trip and then me cleaning my gun after the range trip. Telling a little bit about background, my history, why I started the channel. Not incredibly dirty. Dirty enough for me to want to clean it. It's about 500 rounds, maybe. I went to the range a couple days. But this is just gonna be my cleaning process. Talk to y'all about how I started the channel, with the reason behind me starting the channel, where I came from, my shooting, where it came from, all this stuff. So everybody's up to date when I start this channel. Everybody's up to date with my charger. Haven't got all the YouTube stuff figured out yet, or videography stuff figured out yet. I got a cheap little tripod right now. Try to make it work. Go from there. Shoot a little, some music clean, that kind of wall. So, background, where I came from. Live nowhere, Wyoming. Yes, I'm from Wyoming, born and raised. That kind of explains a little bit of the outdoors in me, I guess. My dad got pictures of me hunting with him at like 2 and 3, holding up rabbits and stuff like that from hunting. So yeah, I've been shooting for a while, hunting for a while, fishing and stuff like that. That came from my dad. My dad is a shooter extraordinaire. Guess they taught me everything I know as far as the firearms part of it. Came out to California, college football. I was playing football out here. Ended up spending 2 years out here, and just with me growing up and, you know, going to college, playing sports and stuff like that, I kind of fell out of the hobby of shooting and being outdoors. Everything was more structured, indoor stuff, football, basketball. And then finally got out to California, played a couple years at a junior college, transferred, played another year at a Division II. And after that, I was done with football. Came out here, met my fiance. We had 2 beautiful boys together. Set up shop. After my first son was born, my dad reminded me that I got a family to take care of. It's crazy out here in California sometimes. You gotta be able to protect, you know, what you've created to the best of your ability. You know, he started me off, he brought me my first gun, I guess, technically. Had guns through him forever, just shooting his stuff, but it doesn't really count till you get your own shit. So he gave me that, and then I ended up going to buy this Glock 19 as my very first gun. That pretty much sums up most of the history, I guess, as far as where I came from and where I'm at now. Oh, actually, locks and Glocks. So the locks part of this channel, or the name, is just my profession. That's what I do. I do dreadlocks. I'm a loctician here in Southern California, Los Angeles, California. Made it my profession. And I started with one video on this channel. It's starter locks. One of my very first clients that I started a full head of starter locks on. So you can check that video out if you're interested in the lock stuff. But this YouTube channel is primarily gonna be geared towards the gun stuff, firearms, shooting, really tracking progress and trying to find some like-minded people that are doing the same, family people, trying to protect their creations. Yeah, really just track the progress of it all. Back to the history though, definitely a forgotten hobby for me. I used to shoot, man. Metal Gear Solid 2 is my favorite video game ever, probably. Snake was the hero. I wanted to be Solid Snake. I was probably the first person I just wanted to be Solid Snake. Like, he almost couldn't do any wrong. But to move on, I was shooting all the time. BB guns, squirt guns. I got in trouble in preschool because I brought a gun to school. A squirt gun. Yeah, so I was just always interested in that. Definitely came from my dad. He was the first one that introduced it, the first one that was interested in it. So obviously that all came from him. So it's nice to get back into it. I forgot how much I loved shooting guns, shooting targets, pop cans and shit like that. Over the last year, I've kind of ramped up my training, ramped up, you know, what I'm doing and how many rounds I'm shooting and how I'm training. Training a lot more, training for speed, not just going out and shooting and just having a good time, even though I am having a good time, but I'm working on stuff along with it. I don't want to talk about my history, I'm not gonna lie. So Wyoming, right? There might be some people that watch this from Wyoming, like, hey, I'm from Wyoming, it's regular that people are from Wyoming. No, the fuck it's not. Every time I ask anybody or tell anybody I'm from Wyoming, and 80%, 100%, don't even know where the fuck Wyoming is at. And that's fine. It's not Wyoming's fault. It does just kind of say something about it, the fact that nobody knows where it's at. So yeah, people are a little bit surprised when I tell them where I'm from. But the older I get, the more interesting it is to me. It used to be kind of like embarrassing because nobody knew where I was from. But now it's kind of interesting because it shows you the experiences that people have gone through or haven't gone through. The contrast from me being in Los Angeles and me being able to tell people that, yeah, we just see antelope on the side of the road, and they just sit there and they look at you and it's fine. They kind of don't really know how to take it. Everything is like up to date. They don't ride horses to work. They have cars, shit like that. Now, a fucking mall or a goddamn amusement park or, good food, not the place. But if you want to go hunting, fishing, enjoy outdoors, then Wyoming might not be too bad of a place. But where I'm at in my life, I'm good on the Wyoming life, good on the snow, I'm good on the racism out there. It's weird, people look at you like that, you've never seen them before. I'm not too fond of that, but as far as the hunting, the availability of just like shooting in ranges and stuff like that, sure, it's a great place. Really, it was just kind of a short little introduction to let y'all see and hear from me where I came from, what the purpose of this channel is, kind of taking a step out of my comfort zone, on the YouTube, but get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite saying. That's my favorite saying.
So you progress. Not just shooting. My dad, he's in law enforcement too, so that also, I'm sure had a pretty big effect on just knowing about, how to hold a fucking gun, how to properly unload it, just simple things. I know that most people don't have growing up. You don't have like a one-on-one, basically tutor to just teach you and tell you everything. And then of course you don't know how important it's gonna be or how much you're gonna like it later. And that's kind of the position that I'm in right now. My dad planted all this stuff a long time ago after, football, and I'm starting to get back into the hobby in a way that I never really was able to do it by myself before. I was always doing it with my dad. Learning still as I go along. When I'm not shooting with him, you'll definitely see him on the channel at times, when we go shoot together. Sometimes we take trips from Wyoming, California, whatever, and get to shoot a little bit, have some fun. I'll talk about my Glock 19 a little bit. I have I'd say about 2,500 rounds to it so far. I got it last year. I'm gonna shoot more and more as the time goes on. Getting better and better. I'll have more older videos. Maybe I'll just clip some older videos real quick so y'all can see kind of just the change in form, the change in, comfortability, speed, accuracy, things like that. I have had, time and experience with firearms based on just my childhood. This is my first pistol. This is my first pistol I own. Overall, I like it. I can't complain. I think that, I've shot other pistols before. A Glock is a Glock. They all shoot pretty similar. They all have their own pros and cons. I like my guns clean. My dad, that's one thing. My dad want to clean his gun after every range trip. Now, teach his own. But that was something that he definitely got me to start doing as a habit that he created of mine. I'm really trying hard not to clean my gun after I go shoot it every time, because I learned you just don't need to do it. But I actually enjoy cleaning my gun. I kind of enjoy the process of, laying everything out, cleaning it all up, seeing it get much more put together than it was before. So I get kind of anal about cleaning my gun. I want it to be spick and span. Realistically, you just don't need it to be like that. There's some bitch. Need some more. Not a tutorial on how to clean your gun, but if you would like one, feel free to let me know. I'll show you how man clean his goddamn gun. Oil that bitch out. Drops, let it slide down. take this off, wipe the access off. I've learned that, you know, if I'm gonna clean my damn gun so much, I'm not gonna be the person to put a bunch of glue on it and go crazy. So really, I might just wet one of these with some oil and rub my stuff down a little bit, not too much. Wherever the metal touches the metal, baby, hey, babe. 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 Babe.
Help me!
Someone get this jigaboo away from me.
Babe. I shoot a little, one thing. With shoot a little, leave that shit on there too long. Get the white spots on. I don't like the white spots on. So I take this oily ass pad and just get to scrubbing. Bad. Can't hear nothing.
Nigga! Help me!
I sleep good.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, family's out. So that pretty much wraps it up, I guess. Family's up. I ain't got no more quiet time. It's over with. That sums up damn near everything. Cleaning. Family's up now, so we're gonna get back to it. But stay tuned to the videos. We'll be dropping some more videos. Training, maybe talking a little bit. I'm not too much of a person to be in front of the camera. We'll be trying something a little bit new. Making some more progress for everybody. Showing y'all what's going on. You wanna come say hi? Daddy's doing a video. Then I'm gonna put it on YouTube.
On YouTube?
Let's see. Give it a watch and see. But yeah, so